Hey everyone, just want to let you know that the free Halloween game is now available on itch.io. I'll put a link in the description. So I originally started this back in September and then I switched over to working on the voxel framework. That, at least in the short term, is now completed. And so I came back to this project and I decided to do something a little bit differently. What I'm going to do is each weekend I'm going to release an upgraded version of this. So I want to see how much I can do in 1 month. And we'll also see how much interest there is on your part to see upgraded versions. So the current version is minimalistic. I suppose you could argue it's not even much of a Halloween theme at the moment because there's very little Halloween imagery in it. It's mainly just a mage fighting off specters or ghosts in a graveyard, just top-down Smash TV style. And there's not a lot to it. So let's just play to see what we've got. And then, like I said, the idea is that each week I'm going to release an upgraded version. So I want to see how much I can do within a week. Can't make any guarantees as far as how much it will be. There will definitely be an update every week, but it will vary because, as I have mentioned before, I do have full-time employment. I have been trying to exercise more too, so I don't have quite as much time as I used to. But I think it'll be an interesting experiment to see the iterative process, to see how things can be improved. So, bare bones, you've got that kind of Unity look to it because it's using the default font. So that'll probably be one of the first things I'll do is I'll probably install Mesh Text Mesh Pro and start using different fonts. Nothing happens when you when you do a mouse over. Obviously, it will work when you click on it, but there isn't any kind of visual effect, like there isn't an arrow or a little pumpkin next to it or a glow. So things like that. There's plenty of little bells and whistles that can be added. So we click on start, and like I said, it's just Smash TV style. You just shoot, and that's about all there is to it. The scoring is really just a matter of how many kills do you get before you get killed. There's not a whole lot of thought into the bouncing of the waves. It just gets a little bit faster, and then eventually you just quickly become overwhelmed. And then if you strike an enemy, like so if you actually walk into one, it'll bring you back to the title screen and show you what your total kills were. So that's it. That's really the game as it currently stands. And like I said, the idea is to see how much it can be improved. I do have other assets that I can roll into this. Instead of there being just the default Spectre that has a direct path towards you, I'm thinking of doing things that there will be zombies that come out and maybe they walk around the perimeter, and possibly maybe there'll be spellcasters that come out. They also go around to the perimeter and maybe they have a ranged attack because right now nothing has a ranged attack. The another option is the zombies that I mentioned. Maybe they just come out of the ground. So rather than coming out on the doorways, they just come out of the ground, and so they could come out almost anywhere. Possibly there'll be an objective to protect, like maybe in the center of this screen there'll be a crystal or something, and so it's not just one and done, you get hit and the game over. Instead, you have a crystal that you're protecting, and that the crystal can take a few amount of hits before it ends. So that's about it. I don't want to make a long video, don't want to waste your time on this Saturday morning. At least that's when it's being recorded and going to be posted. Just want to let you know that the Halloween game is now out and available, and that the reason why it's so bare bones is I want to see how much I can do in a month. I want to see how many improvements I can make as far as both the visual bells and whistles as well as the the actual content, more enemies, more varied gameplay, that kind of thing. And for those of you who watched the original video a few weeks back, you'll notice that the main character has changed entirely. I was using the Gunwoman character, and I have a short series explaining why I removed that character and the issues with that asset pack. So I'm not going to revisit that in this, that's already been discussed. So we'll see. We'll see what I can get done in the next month, and I'm looking forward to this short little journey and seeing how much we can get accomplished. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please enjoy the game. Like I said, there's not much to it right now, but with every week we will add more. So I guess that's about it. Please enjoy your month.